Good morning everyone, it's another day and we're back on the Saloon build. I've done a few bits off camera which I'll show in a moment, but today we're going to be tackling the cavity wax. This is Dinnertrol 1000. It dries a transparent beige, which is kind of good considering the car is bronze. But yeah, we'll get started and see how this goes. Just before we get started on the wax, I just thought I'd show you a couple of bits I mentioned I'd done off camera. So I fitted the brake master and the clutch master, the brake lines. The bias valve is also in as well, and I've joined that up to the back. I've just got to order the pipe that goes from here, goes down to the sort of union with the banjo here, and then I can come across the front and put all those bits in as well. The wax itself I've only got warming up in a bucket of warm water just to make it more usable. So hopefully it'll spray a bit better and easier, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. So we're now in the car. We've got our can and our 360-degree spray nozzle, which is a bit longer than the one that comes supplied, so we can get it right in here and go right the way down. That should pretty much come all the way to down here. I can feel it just at the top there, so that's going to do all inside there and get in there pretty well. And go down into the sill as well. As far as we can go. And then send it up to meet the rest of it. So as you can see, with it leaking out the cavities, if you'll pardon the pun, we've gone down this pillar here. We're all inside here, all the way down here, and I've pushed it right along and gone in to the cross member here. I've also done this side and gone across this part of the sill, and in the bottoms of the bin there. Obviously I've put that cover back on, but yeah, it's all gone in there. And I'll now do the B pillar. This is actually brand new door seal which I fitted off camera. The original stuff which I had here, which we put on the car when it was done in 2017, actually quite a lot thicker than this stuff. This one I got from Phoenix Trim. It's just the general Mark III door seal. It fits a hell of a lot better, and I can actually sort of shut the door, which is great. Once I've got the actual latch mechanism on there, I'll leave it shut for a week and let it bed in. So that's one half of the car done. We've gone from this corner right across the back, in the back of the roof rail, done all the way along the side here as well, and the same across the front, just for peace of mind. But yeah, that's one side done, and now we're on to the other side. Should probably wear a mask for this, but a bit late for that now. It does smell rather nice though, I must admit. I'm one of them weirdos that likes the smell of petrol and acetone and stuff like that, so probably says a lot. So that's everything inside the car cavity waxed. There are some more areas inside the boot that I want to get through. I'll try and get down the bottoms of the rear window pillars from the inside. I know there's a little gap either side that hopefully I can get in there and get some protection in there as well. But I haven't opened the boot since it's come back from paint, so I guess if I'm going this far I might as well fit the seal on the handle just to make things a bit easier. Well, that's the first handle fitted to the car. We've got the boot handle on there, boot shut. There's a little bit of adjustment to do in the corners, a bit more of a gap on this side compared to the other, so I'll tweak that at some point, but for now boot seals mostly on. I've just got to trim that excess bit. You got the straps on. Unfortunately the one on this side decided to snap for some reason, so I'm gonna have to order another one. I think they were a couple of quid anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but it's less than ideal. And also fitted the boot latch cover plate from Smithy's Bits as well, so there's a nice bit of stainless steel gone on there, which should polish up quite nicely when the car's finished. Just going to go around this boot lid as well because it's an earlier style one, so it's not as open as a later one. and I want this to last as long as possible, so I'm going to give it a quick coat just to give it that extra layer of protection. Each where the original seal would have gone with these little holes, so I'm just going to stick the nozzle in there and just give it a good old quick spray. So as you've just seen there, that's the boot cavity waxed. I'm going to lay that with the boot down for a bit and let it sit so it just fills all the sort of corners and gaps and whatnot. Goes off in there. We've not done inside the boot yet, but I've got a little bit left over, which I'll do off camera. We've done all the doors, all the pillars. I have to excuse the mess in here. Done all across the roof here, all the way around. Done the bottoms of the doors as well, the bottoms of the bins. Also done the tunnel where the master cylinder sits. So I've also done in here, gone right the way across, because it's an area that sort of regularly gets missed, so give that a good coat as well. So realistically, the only bits I've got left to do are the cross member, which I will do at a later date because there's a bit of debris in there that I want to hoover out first before I go spray it in there. And then same with the bits in the boot, which are just like around here, the reinforcement panels in the corners. So I got a mist coat in there, and then that'll be it. Right, so I've hoovered out all the inside and I've chucked the old carpet down for the moment. I've also wax oiled inside all of the cross member there, and also, as I forgot to do it earlier, inside these closing panels behind here. So I've gone in through the fog light wiring holes and through the little hole in the boot just there. We've done both sides exactly the same. So that's all the cavity waxing done on the shell now. But I couldn't just leave it there. Seeing as we'd already fitted the boot handle, I might as well go ahead and build the rear number plate light panel piece, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's get that assembled. And there's the rear number plate light all built up, complete with a new gasket, nice pair of new lenses, and they actually came with the bulbs, which I didn't realise when I purchased them, so that's a bonus. I've just put the mounting bolts in just loosely for the time being, because I'm not actually going to fit it to the car yet, seeing as the wax is still going off. So I'll leave that for a couple of days and then I'll get that bolted up. And that's it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. There's a few major tasks done today. And so going forward we can start putting stuff back on properly, so looking forward to that. Cheers, I'll see you in the next one.